What up? Hello, 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 my friends. Hello, my friends. How are you doing today? Good morning. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Okay. How's everybody doing this morning? Or this evening, or however you're doing today? I think I'm live. I'm guessing the music's a little hot, because the music is a little hot. Let's see who's here today. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. We have so many friends here today. Casey's here. What's up, Casey? What's up, Charity? Kevin joined early. Usually you don't join, Kevin. What's up, dude? Glad you can make it. Piano's here. What up, Piano? Piano, did I see you you got some new music on your YouTube channel? Is that what I saw earlier? Who else is here? Parks Dude's here. What's up, Parks Dude? Marley the Bird. I'm sure Eleanor the Bee is here too. Hello, Eleanor. Hello, Marley Bird. Nada is here. What's up? What's up, Nada? I hope you had a good day. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I know you're feeling a little sick earlier. Angie's here. Yo, sup, Angie? Sup, Angie? Solar's here. What's up, Solar? Hello, Oscar. What's up, Alexa? I think I got everybody. think I got everybody. Oh, Rajan. Hello. Oh, Destiny. What's up, Destiny? You're new to the chat. Welcome. Whew. Okay. Calvin's here. Calvin's here with the Happy World Octopus Day, everybody. Happy World Octopus Day. Before everything, we gotta wish each other a Happy World Octopus Day. Calvin, I hope you're doing well. Michelle's here. What up, Michelle? How you doing? Nada, glad to hear you are feeling better. That's good. Whew. Okay, everybody. All I can tell you is I've had 6 pieces of cake in the last 48 hours, and I'm feeling better than I have ever felt. Oh my gosh. If you were all here for that last stream, we made an absolutely enormous cake, and it was so sick. What are we doing today, Charity? I am so glad you asked. I'm queuing up the music cue. But guys, we got a jam-packed day today. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing in the chat? Let me know. Is anybody in school? Is anybody working on a project? Is anyone on fall break? Because I think fall breaks might be going on right now. Bon appetit! Yes, so much cake. It was, Kevin asked if it was too much cake. I would say it was definitely on the edge of being too much cake. If I pushed it to a 7th slice, it would have been too much cake. But luckily, I stopped just in time. But my family had a bunch. The cake's about a quarter done, which is still pretty impressive because it's so absolutely massive. Okay, we're going to get cracking today because I'm sure some of you people are interested in what we got going on. There's a fall break. Oh, yeah. Sometimes schools have a couple days off in the fall, usually in the first couple weeks of October or something like that, just as like a little break. Does anybody know why fall break happens? Yeah, in the chat, do you know why fall break happens? Vivian, what's up? Oh, Charlie. Wait, Dr. Lupo, is your name Charlie? Great. My fall break was 2 days off. Yeah. Oh, it's for teachers. Frog Slovenia's back in the chat. Oh my gosh. Apparently it's for teachers, I guess. Alexa's in school. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Great to see you, bud. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 days. I'm not really particularly sure why it happens. Parent-teacher conferences, Casey says. That makes sense. Parent-teacher conferences, so the parents come in, the teachers chat about how the kids are doing, you know? Which is fun. Mine was 9 days. Hello, everybody. What's up? My name is Charlie. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, all my friends, to another episode of Wonders with Charlie Live. What are we going to do today? Well, first off, we're going to have a slam-banging great time because today is another important day. It's one of the most important days in Wonders with Charlie Live history. Because today, we have another high-profile interview. Got it, Nada? Music's coming down. I can never get this right. Today, we got a high-profile interview. Blue Origin is back for more, guys. We crushed it the first time, and they said, hey, we got another great person for you to interview. Bring him back. Let's do it again. Today, we are talking with Dr. Erika Wagner. Dr. Erika Wagner is the payload sales director for Blue Origin. She determines what gets launched to space on Jeff Bezos' Amazon rockets. She's going to be here on the stream talking to us, answering our questions. On top of that, we have a couple other things that we could do, but honestly, it's totally up to you guys, what you guys are feeling. We could read an article. We could send a letter to space. We could build some rockets and do a rocket simulation where we launch the rockets into space. But honestly, it's all up to you guys. Today, we got some great adventurers in the chat. We got Alexa in the chat, Piano's in the chat, Vivian's in the chat, Eleanor's in the chat. We got Destiny. We got Charlie, Michelle, you. A great group of people. I'm excited to get cranking. I'm excited to get rolling. I'm excited to eat more cake later today because it's time for another episode of Wonders with Charlie Live. welcome everybody to another episode of the live stream. First question for you guys right off the bat. I know we got some questions in chat. All right. I gotta figure out how to do this music. I don't understand it, but I will get better. Do you guys want to listen to some music, or do you want to have no music to start off? Let me know in the chat. Type music or no music. Music or no music. Let's see. Casey says, so she decides when they can throw the massive empty abyss into the sky. I guess so. If she wants to throw nothing into the sky, I guess that works. We have music. Okay, it looks like we're looking for music. Samtachi, welcome. Great to see you, Samtachi. Okay, we're going to put a little music on. We're going to see how it is. This is my go-to playlist before we have anything else. It's a little samba. Just to calm us down, because usually I get way too amped up and I get really anxious. Piano, do you have any more information on the Patreon live stream? Yes, I will. I think I'm going to try to set it up this afternoon, and I will post information on Patreon about it. So keep an eye out on Patreon, and you should be able to see it there. This is my first time here. Alexa, welcome. Welcome. Okay. What do you guys want to do first? So first off, our interview with Patrick Saitoni was at the beginning of the live stream. This one is at the end of the live stream. So like this one's gonna be at 11 Central Standard Time. So if you gotta head out and you gotta come back, it's okay. Just know that 11 Central Standard Time is when Dr. Erika Wagner's here, and that's gonna be the highlight of the day. Park Dudes Park is wondering if I do any more videos or just live streams. Yeah, I'm posting videos. I learned a BTS dance. I did one on cuneiform, and I have a video coming out tomorrow where I made a bagpipe out of a latex glove, and I really like this video. So keep an eye out for that. Jayla's here. What's up, Jayla? Oh, Annalise is here. That reminds me. All right, guys, Annalise is here, and people were asking about her recipe, and I didn't want it to get lost in the chat, so I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Annalise the other day was making some sugar-free marshmallows. So, 1, 2, 3. I just spammed it 3 times in the chat, 4 times in the chat. That's the recipe for Annalise's sugar-free marshmallows, which I think I'm definitely going to try in a couple weeks. Nada says, you forgot to decode the message from the last vid? Well, there's still time. In my newest vid, I give some shout outs to the people who were able to decode it, but I do not give the answer. And the answer is pretty sly. You can't really tell what it is based on the video. So there still is an opportunity to decode. But now that we're talking about cuneiform, I got a couple cool messages from T-Klex. T-Klex is our friend who often joins the trivia game night. Guys, game night tomorrow. Game night tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Game night, we play Cahoots and Trivia. We might mess around with some new games. We might play some new games. So we'll see about that. But those are especially fun. Let's switch over here to monitor mode. Of course, real quick, guys. Of course, if you have any photos of your projects that you're working on for school or your own personal creative projects, or if you have any photos of, let's switch this up. If you have any photos of, there we go, wildlife or your pets, send them in. I like collecting them, and we throw them in a slideshow right here. So here is the email address right there. But T-Klex sent in some new cuneiform codes. Let's see if we can get to them. These are T-Klex's cuneiform codes right here. Wait, Casey Cole, I'm making a cool yin-yang crane and I will send it. Yes! Casey Cole is a master of origami. So send in your origami and we'll check it out. This is a new cuneiform code that T-Klex sent in. So I have no idea what this is. I think these are both of these photos are the same sequence. So if you want a new code to analyze, here's a new code. I might do it this weekend. I haven't done it yet, but we'll see. Rajan says, I have volcano projects. Oh, you're making a volcano for school? Guys, this is great. Solar, how do I send you pictures? On this wide shot? Oh, not that one. Why did that happen? Those are my notes for the interview. Don't look at that. That's my email up there. You can send them over there. So let's see what else we got. Lenora, Calvin, you're gonna like these. Lenora sent in some wildlife photos. This is a little baby deer. Hey Calvin, correct me if I'm wrong, but can you tell this is a baby deer based on the white, well, its size first off, but it's white speckling on its side right here. I'm pretty sure that's how you tell it's a baby deer. So this is from Lenora, excellent shot. And she also, Nada's gonna get a kick out of this one, sent a praying mantis, which is crazy because Nada found one of these a few weeks ago, and then I found one of these last week, and then Lenora sends one in today, and this one is just killer green, so I'm a big fan of that one. Raphael, what's up, Raphael? Let's see what else. Are we decorating our home for Halloween? Yes, we are decorating our home for Halloween. Kirby's on it. Kirby's big pro decorator. And then everybody, this is who we're going to interview later today. This is Dr. Erika Wagner. Guys, oh my God. This lady's so legit. Let me just tell you. She went to graduate school for something called bioastronautics. Bioastronautics. Isn't that crazy? Just to go to school for that. She went to MIT. I think she also went to Harvard, but I'm not sure about that. She has at least one PhD. This lady is so epically smart, and I'm so excited to talk to her. She's really interesting to talk to because she's a very smart scientist, but also has a lot of business knowledge. So she's able to take science things and make them a reality based on her business acumen. So she kind of strikes this balance. She describes herself as a translator between the two worlds, which is going to be really interesting. Oh, Anita, am I nervous? I'm wildly nervous. I'll tell you why I'm nervous. I'm nervous for this interview because the Patrick Zaytouni interview was the first one, and we got it out of the way. But there was no pre-interview for Erika's. I got to talk to Patrick a little bit beforehand, so we kind of like knew each other. I've never talked to Dr. Erika Wagner before, and also I haven't had a ton of time to go over my notes. So I think we're gonna need like at least 10 minutes beforehand just to kind of like cool down. Yes, Nada, I have, you suggested that I hold a pen. I have a pen here, I have a watch here, I have the clay that I use to make the cuneiform if I need like a little mindless tension relief thing in my hand or something like that. Remember the pen. Yes, we're gonna have to go over these tips beforehand just to kind of help me calm down. Questions for you guys though. I know some people are talking about games in the chat. So we play a lot of Kahoot on game night. I'm also interested in maybe trying out some new games that we could all play together so that I could play and that you guys could play too. The problem is I don't know many of those games that exist or if there are any like that. Has anyone played any games like that in school or in their free time that might be interesting? Jay, you made a 5-layer cake this week. Annalise says, you're gonna do great, Charlie. You made a 5-layer cake this week. Be a piece of cake. That cake was so intense. I was talking to Curb and I was like, that took so much longer than I expected. And she said, yeah. Oh, wait, was it Curb or was it Nada who said this? I forget. But they're like, yeah, it's because it was oh no, it's not you're like, it's a pyramid and it's all different colors and it's enormous. It's like we had 3 decisions to make and we all chose the bigger, more time consuming ones. Quizzes. Okay, so I'm gonna make notes of these, but that cake was so worth it. So we have quizzes, we have Roblox, we have Among Us. I would love to get an Among Us game going. That'd be so fun. Iron, what's up, Iron? Nice to see you. Piece of cake. This will be a piece of cake. Got it. Roblox. Among Us. Don't have Among Us yet. Among Us is only on PC right now, and I'm on a Mac. I have a new computer that I could try to stream from, but okay. It looks like Among Us. Okay, it looks like Among Us and Roblox. Among Us and Roblox. I'm not sure if we're gonna play these games tomorrow because I had to figure out how to set them up, but we might like split the time or something like that in the future. Yeah, we'll try to figure it out. Truthfully, I don't really know. Yeah, guys, wait. Yeah, Casey, is Fall Guys, are you guys not interested in Fall Guys anymore? Fall Guys was such like a flash in the pan. It was so interesting, like for the shortest bit of time, and then people stopped playing it. Yeah, Annalise, you raised a good point. Annalise, that would be pretty fun to play in those Patreon streams, though. Oh my gosh, that'd be a blast getting an Among Us game going. Yeah, Case, I know what you're talking about. It was cool for a sec, but then the other one took over. That kind of makes a lot of sense. Cool. All right, I'm going to look into these games. We're going to see what's up. And then we're going to at least play a couple Kahoots tomorrow. Like base layer, expect some Kahoots tomorrow. Maybe if we get things set up, we'll play some other things. So we'll see. Marley Bird, these are some video games that you can play kind of in large groups that would be interesting to play. But what's with this smooth jazz that we got going on? Can you hear this? Is this putting you to sleep? Is this music putting you to sleep, or is it getting you in a good mood? Annalise, I think I'm gonna try if it works for you guys. But Annalise, I think if we do it, probably I think you guys are gonna be potentially the only people who would be there for the first one. So if we could figure out a time that works for both of us, if it works. World by Charlie Gaming. I think World by Charlie Gaming is going to happen. I'm going to try to set it up this weekend. All right, I'm making a note right now to do it. World by Charlie Gaming. Okay, everybody. What do we want to do this morning? That's my question. Do you have your breakfast? Yes. I had a bowl of cereal and a cup of coffee and a glass of OJ. And I'm ready to take on the whole entire world and interview someone who's way smarter than me. Okay, we have about 1 hour. We have like 45 minutes until it's time. Oh, you literally turned off the cam and Zoom because I'm yawning because of this music? Okay, first things first. Should we switch the music? Switch the music. This is like a good morning music. Yes. No. Something more. Yeah, we're gonna do switch the music. Yes, no. We'll do switch the music, then we'll figure out what we're doing today. Share. Copy. All right, I'm spamming this. Yo, Casey Cole, I think I got banned from Straw Poll because I did too many without signing up for an account, because I can't use Straw Poll on this computer now. It's so frustrating. So this is a new Straw Poll website. Yeah, every time I did it, it didn't work, so I had to make other people start doing it. Oh, nice, Annalise. We'll chat in email or Patreon, something like that, because we'll do something that's easiest for you guys. I don't want to interrupt your camping, especially if it's your last weekend too. That sounds awesome. Sorry to hear the brand. Sorry to hear we got banned from Straw Poll, guys. All right, switch the music. I'm gonna vote. Switch the music. Oh, okay. We want to switch the music apparently. Let's switch the music to something. Oh, it's tied. All right, we're gonna sit back. Charlie, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Clash Royale. Okay, I'm adding that to the list. Clash Royale. Yeah, do people play Minecraft anymore? I feel like Minecraft is the background game that people just constantly return to if they don't have anything else, because Minecraft is still so fun. A golf cart shuttle, sick. Annalise, that'll be so fun. All right, guys, we're keeping it. Casey Cole, I didn't catch the Minecraft live. I'm trying to think. I didn't catch the Minecraft live, but I did see the Smash release about how there are a bunch of Minecraft characters in Smash, and that sounds pretty awesome. Okay, new straw poll. So what would you guys like to do? We have, like I said, we have about 45 minutes before we got to prep for our interview. Read Wonderopolis article. So read and chat about Wonderopolis article. Read and chat about Wonderopolis article. The Wonderopolis article of the day is, why does Earth need space? So would you guys like to kind of just chill and chat about that? So we got to chill, read and chat about Wonderopolis article and anything like that. We could also send a letter to space. We started this when we did the Patrick Zaytouni stream, where we were writing a letter to space. Blue Origin has this thing where you can write a letter and they'll put it on a rocket and launch it into orbit, which will be absolutely sick. So we could finish our letter sent to space. That would kind of also be like a little chill. Or I downloaded this game called, I think it's called like Rocket Builder or something like that, where you can build rockets. It's a video game. You could build rockets and test them out and see if they make it into space. I've never played this, so this could be an absolute disaster, but it'd be kind of fun to figure out. So, creating poll, seeing what you guys want to do today in our medium, in the time that we have. I think that works. Oh. Oh, Annalise, have you ever driven a car before? You never driven a golf cart? Have you driven a go-kart? Because it's pretty much like a go-kart. They're so fun. You can just whip it around. They're a real blast. Rocket Builder's gonna win, you think? I'm gonna do send a letter. Send a letter to space, the game, chill, read Wonderopolis article. We were waiting for some votes to roll in. So I'm going to spam this a couple more times. We're looking for some more votes in the poll. Golf cart driving tips for Annalise. I've not tipped over a golf cart, but I've nearly tipped over a golf cart before. So don't take your turns too hard, I think. You can whip it. If it's electric, then it's got some giddy up. But which is pretty fun. So you can step on that gas and just let her roll. But be careful on those turns. Don't take those turns too hard. Okay. It looks like we're gonna try this Rocket Builder game, which will be really interesting because I had never done it before. See you, Anita. Thanks for stopping by. So we are going to, I think we're gonna do this Rocket Builder game. Catch you next time, Anita. But I do want to share something with you in case you're interested, in case you want to do this, because Blue Origin was kind of interested in having me talk about it too. Oh no, it's called Club for the Future. Club for the Future. So, if you're interested in sending a letter to space, go to clubtothefuture.org. We did this last time, and you can scroll down to create a postcard. And if you follow their instructions, they have all of the information you need right here, and they have templates and everything. Like, they just tell you exactly what to do. And then if you send it into this address in Kent, Washington, they will literally put it on a rocket, launch it into space, it'll come back down, and then they'll mail it back to you with something that says, this letter went to space, which is very cool. Oh, Annalise, you're gonna kill it if you've driven go-karts and you have your driver's license. Yeah, they're going to launch it to space. You send it to them, they put it in a spaceship, send it into space, and it comes back down. But in the meantime, it looks like we're into this rocket game, guys. So I think we're going to do this rocket builder game, guys. Truthfully, I have absolutely no idea how this works. So one sec while I get it all hooked up here. I have no idea how this rocket game works, so it's going to be really interesting. Rocket builder. Catch you later, Iron. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Come by in an hour for the interview if you're hanging around. That's going to be really fun. Okay, let's check this out. So we're playing this rocket builder game. This game is called Simple Rockets, everybody. Welcome to Simple Rockets. Guys, I have no idea how to play this. All I know is you build some sort of rockets. So if you guys have any advice in the chat, or you guys just thinking about anything in the chat, let us know. But here we go. Game time, everybody. Welcome to a little preview. Welcome to a little preview of World by Charlie Gaming. Today we're gonna build some rockets. Rocket building game. We have 45 minutes before the interview. Are you gonna post the Roblox vid soon? There's a Roblox vid? I didn't know that there's a Roblox vid. I think we're gonna develop the gaming channel. When the gaming channel's ready, I'm gonna post it here, and we're gonna have a big release. We're gonna celebrate together. Oh my gosh, now with the Dexter's Laboratory reference, this is exactly like that. I have no idea what any of these things do, so we're gonna do it together. Wait, do you know SFS? I do not know SFS. I'm not sure what that is. Have you guys played KSP before? Because that looked like an interesting game, but it was a little expensive. Okay, guys, what do you want to do? Do we have any space music? I wonder if there's space music that we can play while we do this. Space music. I'm just going to go here and look up space. Oh, Space Flight Simulator? No. No, I don't like this. Space exploration? I can't even hear this. What's going on? Sure, this feels pretty epic. Let's do this. Space music. Madison, what's up, Madison? How you doing? Welcome. Time for some space music. All right, guys. What do you want to do? Simple Rockets. Here's a Simple Rockets game. I have absolutely no idea how to play this. So my two options for you guys are, do you want to go through the training and learn how to play this game? Or do you just want to throw it all to the side and just dive in and just blast off some rockets? So my question for you is training or dive in? In the chat, do you guys want to do some training or dive in? Training or dive in? Malik says learn. I think you're saying training. Training or dive in? Diving. Park Dudes just wants to go for it. Casey Cole says, Casey Cole, that's very on brand for Casey Cole to just do it. Just go for it. Okay. Do a poll. Oh, okay, okay. Straw poll. We're gonna straw poll it because we're on. This is so funny. Everybody is like, everybody's answers are very expected. It's like Casey Cole's just like, launch the rocket, just do it. But Annalise is here, of course, with her wisdom, being, we need some training. We need to do this correctly. Okay, training or diving in? Training or just dive in? What to do? Create poll. Copy. Case, you're not gonna get banned again. You're doing good, Case. Don't worry about it. Straw poll, training or dive in? Should we just go for it? Just launch the rocket. Just launch it. Just do it. Just do it. I'm gonna vote dive in. I'm on Casey. Casey, you've swayed me, Case. We're throwing caution to the wind. We're winging it. I'm sorry, Annalise, but it looks like today we're throwing caution to the wind. We're creating some rockets and launching them into space, paying no mind to any consequence that might come. All right, this music is epic. I'm feeling this. Oh wait, training's coming back. Training's coming back. We're gonna give it 20 more seconds. What's up? Lily's here from McGill. See you later, Lily. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, guys, I think dive in is what we're gonna do. Welcome to dive in. Welcome to dive in. Welcome to throwing caution to the wind, and let's just build a flippin' rocket and see what happens. All right, training. Get out of here, training. Sorry. Challenges. Blast off practice, orbit practice. Spam in the chat what you want to do. Landings practice. We lost all green men to space for one. Now we're next. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you want to let's just start with, let's keep things simple for the first challenge. Let's do the hardest one and wing it. Casey Cole. Case, you remind me a lot of Patrick. I think you and Patrick would get along. If Patrick were here, he'd be like, hardest one. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is this thing? All right. We're going to undo. Redo. New. I sure want to start a new ship. Okay. Okay, so I guess here's the ship. Anybody know what I'm supposed to do? Nothing with practice in it. Blast off, blast off, blast off. Let's do it. Okay, we're here. Guys, I have a thing. I have a thing. What do I do with this thing? Anybody know what I do with this thing? Chat. Chat, help. Chat, help. What do I do? What's there to do? No one's played this game before. Where are the objects? What's going on? Okay, I got it. No idea. That's why we train. Try clicking the search button. If you trained, you will know. Okay, guys, no guilt baiting here. We're all in this together. Oh, I gotta move my email. We're gonna move the live icon so you guys can see this. Okay, everything and nothing. What should we add? Do you want to add a detacher? I don't even know what this is, but I think. All right. Okay, I get it. Oh, that changes it. Okay. Undo. Okay, so it looks like we can click these things and we can add them onto the ship. And then, oh shoot, I have a detacher now. So what do you want to add? It looks like we got some nose cones, we got some gizmos, we got some fuel tanks, engines, and satellites. Anyone have an idea? The engine, the parachute. Too loud? Okay, gotcha. I'm too loud or the audio's too loud? You should have played SFF. Well, this is what we got. A rocket. Let's make a giant engine and then a tiny cockpit and a tiny parachute. Okay, everybody. I'm going to start with at least the Blasto 425. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? All right. We're going to put a Blasto 425 right here. Does that sound right? I don't even know what this is. I guess we can't do anything about it. Okay. We put an engine on the bottom. I feel like the engine needs a fuel tank. Can we detach these? Okay, engine on the bottom of the biggest fuel tank imaginable. Okay, biggest fuel tank imaginable here. If you guys have any inspirations, let me know. Okay, so we have a tip, I guess. We got a giant fuel tank, and then we got an engine on the bottom. I want an explosion. The music went up a bit. Music's coming down. Thank you, Nana. Appreciate it. Wings. Okay, we need wings. Where are the wings? Are there wings? What's a wing? How do we find wings? Should we put a nose? Oh, parachute. We were asking for a parachute. What's a fuselage? Does anybody... Oh, wait. Does the parachute go on the top? I think it does. Ever knew me? The same thing, but... Okay. Indeed. Okay. Does this need a strut? Okay, should I just add another engine on and see what happens. Landers. Okay, I see you. Park Dudes Park says landers. Maybe like here? Does this attach? Is this attached? Uh-oh. Okay. I think it has landers now. There we go. Now it's got 3 landers on it. I've heard it before, but it's going to pop. Uh-oh. Should we put another... Should we just launch it? Should we put a wheel on it? There. Okay, do you think this is ready for launch? I think this is ready for launch, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I think... Make it fly? Let's do it. Are we ready for launch, everybody? Are we going to launch this bad boy? I think we're going to... Nope. Malik says nope. Nana says this makes no sense to me at all. Nana, it's called discovery learning. We're discovering together as we go. We have a fuselage. We have an engine. It has a wheel on the bottom, and there's a parachute somewhere. Okay, Annalise, as always, you are contributing some vital information to this. The fuselage is this part. It's where it's the main body of the rocket. That's where the passengers and cargo are stored. Okay, I say we just launch this bad boy into space and have some discovery learning. And if it doesn't work, then we just go for it. All right, everybody, get ready to launch. Increase your throttle. Wait, no! What the heck? What? No. It pivoted on its wheel. Can we still launch it? Launch. Launch. Turn left. Turn left. Get up. Get up. Okay. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Okay, we need to start over. I think we definitely have to get rid of this wheel at the bottom. So we're going to see if we can start over new. No wheels at the bottom. Kevin. Okay. Anybody have any suggestions now? We're not going to do a wheel at the bottom. But I think we should do... Okay, so we have a tip. Let's just be careful with this. This is called Simple Rockets, the game. No wheel. Physics, it doesn't work. Let's make 2 wheels for good luck. Casey Cole. If 1 wheel didn't work, let's add 2 wheels. The same thing with no wheels. Okay, we're going to put a fuselage right there. We're going to put a fuel tank. What's it, guys? What's the difference between a fuel tank and a fuselage? All right, we need an engine at the bottom. We're just going to get the biggest engine we can get. Wait, I have an idea. Where are like the things that can struts? Where can you attach stuff? Can you put another fuel tank on the side? Wait, guys, is this possible? Is this possible? Can we put 2 tiny engines here? Oh, giddy up, boys. This is gonna be insane. Up, decline. See, Charlie? 3 wheels? Put 3 wheels? Landers. Okay, what are landers? Landers, okay. So we'll put a lander here and a lander here. Oh, parachute. Parachute on the top. All right, I think this is gonna work. The fuel tank is the part of the fuselage that holds the fuel. Okay. I feel like this is a good test. We don't have a wheel on it. We have 2 fuselages. Wait a sec. I think there. Now this should work. We have 2 fuselages. We have 3 engines on it and a parachute. And if it works, I don't know how if it works, we have these landers on it. Everyone feels good about this. It's balanced, but yeah, If you guys are interested, if you guys want to make this launch in the chat. You cool? What's up, you cool? We're designing some rockets that we're gonna try to launch. This looks absolutely supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. All right, we have the official go from Michelle. We have a yes from Elise. We have a launch from Annalise. Malik says launch. We're gonna make it fly. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I feel like this is teetering. All right, thrust 100%. Activate by tapping the lightning bolt engine. Here we go. I feel like this music's loud. No, we're good. How do we... Why are the struts going out? How do we go? Launch! Launch into space! Launch! What is... Launch! Go up. Ah, the parachute went! No! No! No, 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 no! 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 Why do we have a parachute? Go the other way. Yes! No! Yes! No! 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 Ugh. Okay. Delilah, thank you. Okay. All right, back to the drawing board. Everybody, okay. I think we go. Can we control the parachute? When I press space, the parachute went. So I think I'm not gonna press space. Do you think? I feel like we should go simple. Yeah, Parks. I'm on board. I think no parachute, Parks. This music's freaking me out. All right. I think no parachute. So we're gonna do no parachute. Okay. I think we should just go as simple as possible. I think we put a nose cone on it because it just makes sense. Fuselage, big ol' fuel tank. Big ol' fuel tank. We get in here. We put a Blasto. We put a Blasto 425 on that bad boy, and that's it. What do you think? Should we do? Should this be it? And then, should we just stop here? Oh, can you hear me? Yeah. Should we stop here and give it a try, or should we do more? Finito. Kevin says finito. All right. Not a thanks. Better than the first. I say stop here and see how it works. Maybe something on the sides. Okay, stop. Yeah, okay, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it simple for this one. All right, ready, guys? Okay. Launch thrusters up to 100. Ignition, start. Boom! Yes! Okay. Our goal, I think we're going to try to get 100K. 100,000 meters. So I'm just not going to touch anything right now. And see if it gets up. I think we got a little overzealous. It's looking good. It's at 14. I think we're going to take hands off. It might not be as exciting as our one with the wheels, but it's going. It's going. Don't press space. Okay. Not pressing space. Now press space. Interviews at 11 Central Standard Time. So in 40 minutes. Half an hour, we're probably going to get ready for it. Yeah. All right, guys, we did it. Look, we did it. Yeah. Congratulations. You have accomplished the mission. Thanks, Nut. I appreciate it. I was getting a little distracted. A few W's in the chat, everybody. We actually successfully made it. So now... exit. Okay, how do we get out of this and go to the other ones? Okay. We accomplished. So we made the accomplish. We did blast off practice. Now do you want to practice orbiting? Do you want to which one of these challenges do you want to do next? I'm sure you can read them all. Does you want to try to orbit? Should we go in order? Or should we just do something different? I feel like they're in order, so we barely could grasp that one. So maybe it seems like we do orbit. Malik, I'm with you. Find aliens? Is that an option? Oh, I don't see it. Landing. Rajan, this is a game that I downloaded from Steam. Okay, we're going to do something different. We're going to try orbit practice. We're going to do one orbit practice, and then we're going to do one that's just like off the wall everything. Oh, wait. I forgot. All right, we're going to exit this challenge. Sorry. I didn't read the instructions. Confirm that you wish to end the challenge. Okay. Orbit practice. So orbit practice. This level will start with you out in mid-air, ready for you to take the controls. You must give the rocket the boost it needs to orbit around Smirth. Smirth is the planet of which we are orbiting around. Okay. Play. What do we do? First, switch to map view. Map. Okay. Tap the A icon to show apoapsis. Hey, can someone look up the word apoapsis? I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what apoapsis? Park dudes, we do a game night tomorrow, 6 to 8 Central Standard Time. Sit tight and wait until you are 30 seconds from apoapsis. Yeah, what does apoapsis mean? Nada, thank you. No one knows what. Okay, we're just gonna wing it. This is just a classic caution to the wind. Game time. We're just gonna see what happens. We are straying. Michelle, the app is the furthest from the center of attraction, the high point in an orbit compared to. Oh, okay, thank you. Who said that? Oh, why was that retracted? That looked like it was good, Michelle. Increase throttle to 50%. Okay, I didn't see that. 50%. Align the orange heading arrow with the white arrow on the nav circle. Okay. Okay, right here. So we're nearing the peak of our orbit. This looks like we're killing it. We're crushing it. Apoapsis. Increase to 100%. Increase throttle. Okay. We're reaching orbit now. We're reaching apoapsis. Apoapsis, the top of our orbital launch, according to Michelle Yu. The apsis is the furthest from the center of attraction. Yes. Euclid, you know what apoapsis is? Am I saying that right? Are we in orbit now? Boom. Done. Give us a challenge, everybody. Okay. We're back. Now which one? Landing practice, or do you want to just go for it? Maximum speed? What are you guys feeling? That one was pretty simple. Or do you want to just do another blast off? Landing! Michelle, you says landing. Landing? Charlie, congratulations on crushing your test. What was the test? All right, landing practice, everybody. Oh, wait, I always go past it. I always press past this instructional page. Practice landing on Smoon. It's not as easy thing to do, so this is a great place to learn some technique. Okay, first activate your landing legs. Does anybody know how to do this? Activate your landing legs. Space? Space! Space activates the landing legs. Important key detail. Increase throttle to 60%. Increasing throttle. You're falling too fast. Increase. Okay, I don't know how to do this. You're falling too fast. Increase your throttle. Getting close to the surface. Slow down. Slow down. Where's the surface? Oh, okay, I see it. Getting close to the surface. Slow down a bit more. All right, here we are. Here we are. We're close to the surface. Slow down a more? We slow down more? Wait. Wait, wait. No, 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 no. No, no, you're down. Come down. Come down. What? It bounced. It bounced. Why did it bounce? Come on. Come on. Come back. Come back. Come on. Come on. You're so close. Come on. Come on. Up. Little boost. Little. Up. 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 No! Exit. We're gonna try this again. Slow down. You're doing great. Shane, thank you. Thank you, Shane. Okay, spacebar to activate our legs. Spacebar to activate the legs. Increase throttle to 60%. We're on 60%. Now keep your arrow aligned. Wait, do we do the arrow aligned with the green? Why do we do the arrow aligned with the green? Increase, increase. All right. Here we are. Okay, we're going. Why does it suddenly spin? Why does it go up now? Why does it go up? I don't. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Rocket. Come on, Rocket. You know you want to go to this moon. Why are you going up? Wait, no, no. No, 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 no. Come on. Little Rocket. You're doing great. Michelle, thank you. Hey, Jonathan, what's up? I don't. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You're going. No, 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 no. I'm crushed. Ship engines are off. Yes. I want you to go down. I want you to go down. All right, it's going down slowly. Guys, I'm going to do a tactical move. We're going to do a complete somersault. No, that's not a good idea. All right. All right, we're sideways. We're going down. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, okay. No! Ugh, okay, we're gonna retry. I think I got this. Does anyone have any tips? Anyone have any tips? We bounced. Decrease your throttle. Okay, I think I have to decrease the throttle initially, and then as we get closer, I need to increase the throttle. Right? Netta, thank you. It's also a game on Steam if anybody's played the game on Steam before. Launch. There's a parachute challenge. It'll probably be very hard. Okay, guys, we're going to give this one more try. We're going to give landing practice one more try. We're going to put the landing gear down. We're going to increase throttle to 60. Now keep your heading arrow aligned with your retrograde arrow. It's blinking now just for training. Okay. And I'm going to get ready to decrease. Now keep it lined up and throttle up or down to remain speed of 10. Okay, 10, 10. We're looking for 10. Okay, 10. Why does it spin? Are we going up or down? We're going down. Wait, we're going up. Guys, this is the hardest game known to mankind. Okay, we're spinning back. I'm decreasing it so we can fall. It appears as though we're falling at a very high rate, which is good. I'm going to increase the thrust to slow our fall down. To slow our fall down just a little. We appear to be spinning. Uh-oh. More thrust. We appear to be spinning. More thrust. More thrust. More thrust. More thrust. More thrust. Guys, this is it. 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 Yes! No, 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 no. Don't go back up. Don't go back up. Don't go back up. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing so good. You're doing so good, Rocket. You're doing so good. Just sit. Just sit. You want to just rest. Yeah. Just sit, little Rocket. You're good. Just sit. Just sit. Just sit down! Ha-ha! We did it! Dubs, dubs, dubs! Woo! That was interesting. Oh my gosh. Same issue, trying to land and not blow up. Woo! I'm feeling good. Okay. All right, exit. That was a tough one. All right, now what do you want to do next? That gave me a kick. I'm feeling great now. I'm ready for my interview. Now that we had that little adrenaline boost. Is there one you want to do next? You want to do low flyer, maximum thrust? Do you want to go back to one that we've done before? Jonathan Flanagan says Smoon Punch. Smoon Punch. Okay. You guys want to try it? What do you think? We going for it? Smoon Punch? Docking? Maximum thrust. Maximum thrust. We have maximum thrust. We have Smoon Punch. As soon as I get another request, then I think we'll jump on it. Escape Smearth? Escape Smearth, I think is, I don't know. I think you have to launch off a planet. Maximum thrust. All right, we've had a couple maximum thrusts. You must build a rocket that can exceed a speed of 750 meters per second before it reaches an altitude of 2,000 meters. You must be careful not to stray outside your lane or your score will not count. Okay, maximum thrust, guys. Maximum thrust. We're back to rocket building. So, what do you guys think this thing needs? Maximum thrust. Maximum thrust. I have an idea. Maximum thrust. Kevin, this does appear to be a planet ruled by Smeagol. I mean, everything has a sma in the beginning of the name. Any suggestions? A spoonful of sugar? A sloshy? What is that? A sloshy? Okay, wait, who said that? Jonathan's thinking this needs a couple sloshy T6000s. Yeah. Couple sloshy T6000s. All right. Very aerodynamic. I have a feeling, what if we just do this? And then we put a couple max, because it's thrust. Ooh, wait, no. We're going to put this up. We're going to put all of these down. We're going to give all of these a fuselage. We're going to give it a nose cone at the beginning. Good old nose cone. And what if we give them all a good old Blasto 425? Do you think that'll be good? What do you think, fellow engineers? What does this need? A lot of engines? Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of engines, Marla Bird. That's what we're looking at here. We got a couple Blasto 425s, classic Blasto 425s. Question. Should I put 5 on? Very aerodynamic, Annalise. Oh no, Annalise. We're doing precisely the opposite of what you suggested. You know what? Sometimes you got to be inspired by Casey Cole and throw caution to the wind and throw 5 sloshy T6000s on your rocket, all right? Sometimes you got to just do it. We're going for maximum thrust, so let's put 5 on it. Yes, 5. Elsie says, yeah, do 5. All right, we're doing 5. Giddy up. Let's rock and roll. All right. Annalise, wait a sec. Annalise might have a good point. What if we do this? Wait, no. Oh, shoot. I already clicked it. I can't go back. And what if we do this guy? Do we dare put a parachute on this? That's a little bit more aerodynamic, right? You ready to launch? Do you say launch? 5. You know what, Piano? I like your style, Piano. If we're at 5, why don't we just do 7? Let's do it. Oh, no. I did the wrong things. Okay, well, we're going to put this up there. We're going to put this here. We're going to put this here. Either this is going to explode or it's going to be terrific. Put some Blast 425s on the bottom. That's our classic rocket engine. Maximum thrust. You need a separator on the fuel on the second stage. Oh, how do we do that? Can we make a multi-stage rocket? Is this it? A side detacher? Huh. I don't see anything. No more, please? All right. Cool says no more. No more. We ready to rock? We ready to rock? Is this the one? Ready to launch? What up? Shout out to Elsie and Olivia. How are you guys doing? Yes, please go. Okay, yes, please go. We're going to do it. Press that button. There we go. You are attempting to fly without building a working ship? What? Oh, let's go back. Can we go back? Exit. Why doesn't this work? Do we get these out of here? It says we didn't have a working ship. Now it's working. All right, cool. All right, we had a couple extra parts. Sorry, apologies. Apologies, crewmates. Apologies, crewmates. Apologies, crewmates. We're just doing a little bit of maintenance here on the ship. The ship is nearly ready. Just a little maintenance to make it ready to go. In an effort to make it a working ship, we had to make it completely unaerodynamic. We have seven fuselages across, 7 Blasto T6000s, and we're ready to go. Ready? All right. This looks good. Now it's good, Charlotte. You're right. This is a much better looking rocket. Here we go. Thrust 100%. Ignition started. Oh, rats. Oh, no. Annalise was correct, everybody. Oh, no. What in the world? Let's see if we can do it again. All right, we're going to start a little low thrust. Low thrust works. Low thrust works. Low thrust works. Oh, wait, we got to stay in bounds? Okay, I got this. Low thrust. Okay, we're going to start with some low thrust. I don't know why only 2 are going. Okay. All right. We need to do something else. Okay, everybody. We're going to start over on this one. This is going to be our last one before we get ready for the interview, which I'm already getting a little bit nervous about. Okay. Any other ideas? New. Who is talking about multi-stage rockets? I would love if we could figure out how to do a multi-stage rocket. Oh, detacher. I bet it's this. Charlie, it's lagging? Oh, shoot. Is everybody looking all right? All right, I think this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking fuselage. I'm thinking Sloshy 6000. I'm thinking Blasto 425. And then can we put a detacher on it to give us another, like a second stage? This is what I'm thinking. Second stage, we just do double narrow. It's double, it's narrow, double the trouble. You know what they say, double the trouble and your rocket will go super fast. So here we go. It's basically one rocket piggybacking on another rocket. We're feeling it? All right, Nada, thanks. We're feeling this one? All right, here we go. We're just going straight up. I feel like if I press space, it'll detach. Tell me when to press space. Tell me when to press space. Tell me when to press space. Are we good? Oh, it didn't work. Gosh, this is a tough one, man. I don't know if we're going to do this. All right, truth be told, I don't think we can make it work, everybody. Okay. Also, truth be told, I really have to use the bathroom, which is typically a sign that I'm getting very nervous. So I have to use the bathroom real quick. When I come back, we're going to see what time it is. We might have to start getting ready for the interview, which is going to start in 20 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm just going to throw on some music. I got to bounce for just like a couple seconds. Going to use the bathroom. I'm going to be right back. So BRB, everybody. BRB. BRB. Do you guys, when I leave, do you want to see this shot, empty shot, or do you want to see an up close on Lucy the Clam? What do you like more? Do you like the wide shot with nothing, or do you like the I'll be right back Lucy the Clam shot? What do you guys like? BRB too? Lucy the Clam? Piano likes Lucy? Clam. All right, Clam it is. All right, I'll be right back, guys. BRB. All right, everybody. I'm not going to lie. In my haste of going to the bathroom quickly, I definitely dropped a chapstick into the toilet. But it's not this chapstick. So if I end up using a chapstick, just know it's not the toilet chapstick. I think that's important that you guys know. All right. Let's see what we got here. Kevin, you're in 25th grade? What? How old are you in 6th grade? Are you 12? Are you 11? Let me do this math real quick. So if you're in, if you're in 6th grade, you're 11 years old. I'm 28. So I'm 17 grades after 6th grade. So 17 plus 6 equals 22. Sick. I'm in 22nd grade. Michelle, your birthday is March 2nd. My half birthday is March 17th. So shout out 22nd graders. Piano once dropped a whole roll of TP into the toilet. Nice. All right, guys. Real quickly in chat, because we're close to the interview, so we're risking that Blue Origin is going to see this. What's the weirdest thing you've ever dropped into the toilet? Mine, I dropped my retainer in the toilet once, and I had to boil it in water to clean it. I dropped a spray can in the toilet one time. Oh. I've never dropped my phone into the toilet. I will say I got very close, though. Piano, you stepped into a toilet once? It happens to the best of us. It's okay. You had braces? Yeah, I had braces, Snudda, and retainer, too. I have a retainer now. I sleep with a retainer now. I love it. We're talking about what we've dropped into the toilet, and Eleanor's like, this is fun. We're having a good time. We're having a good time here. What else? Elise dropped an earring into the toilet. Elsie dropped an earring into the toilet. Oh, that stinks. A hairbrush twice? Annalise and Olivia, was it the same hairbrush, and did you use it after it was dropped into the toilet? That's my question. Because there's a weird thing about toilet water. I've heard that toilet water is potentially very clean, actually. But when you drop something in there, you can't help but associate it with being very dirty. Hot Wheels car. Jonathan, I think a couple people. Oh no, Jonathan dropped that Hot Wheels car. Oh, a lot of people dropping earrings into toilets. That's a shame. Okay, in a very odd way, guys, this is really calming me down for this interview. I was gonna play some ocean music to relax us, but I think this toilet talk about what we've dropped in toilets is really kind of calming me down. Okay, everybody. An eaten apple. It was 2 different hairbrushes, and you didn't use them after. Oh, no. That's the problem about dropping things into a toilet, is you're never sure. You're like, can I keep this? Can I use this? Knowing where it's been. It's difficult. It's difficult to tell. Okay, I'm going to start this call. Can I start this call? Uh-oh. Meetings. Starts in 10 minutes. Show meeting invitation. Am I in the right thing? Okay, it looks like I can't start the call for 9 more minutes. Okay, are we going through Zoom? Yep, this interview's through Zoom. Let's do a quick Zoom test, everybody. We're doing a quick Zoom test. This is what it's going to look like. I'm just testing to make sure this works. Ooh, we got to get rid of that. I think we're going to get rid of this chat. Oh, no! No. So interview with Dr. Erika Wagner. That's looking right. Should this chat be in the front? Should it be very small? Should it be over here? I like the idea of it being over here. What do you guys think about this? If this chat is right there, and then we could put it in front of me. So you guys are kind of like, we're like hanging out. We're hanging out. You're hanging out in here. Does anybody, we did this last time and I found it to be very helpful. Does anybody have any interview tips? Any interview tips that you have? I'm going to put on our calm music because that calm music is kind of like what I'm feeling right now. Any interview tips to help us out as we go through this interview? I have my questions here. I'm getting ready. So in 8 minutes, in 8 minutes, we're going to talk to Dr. Erika Wagner. This is helping me kind of go through this. Just sound confident. Don't throw up. Step 1. All right, guys, we're setting the bar super low for this interview. I'm just going to try not to puke, and then that's going to be it. Anger is the path to the dark side. Be calm. What is this interview for? We're interviewing Dr. Erika Wagner. She's the payload sales director at Blue Origin. She helps kind of determine, she'll talk about her job a little bit more thoroughly, but she helps determine what the payloads are that get launched into space on Blue Origin rockets. And I think the payloads are, Annalise was talking about it earlier, the payloads are kind of like, so they have the rocket, then they have a bunch of space in the rocket to hold experiments and different things like that. And she helps figure out what gets launched into space, because you could imagine it's a very valuable space that they have to work with. You can't just throw a bunch of stuff in there. Whew. Brayden, you're 32. I'm 28. Just remember the pen. I already got this. I always got this. Keep in mind that she's a regular person just like you, and she's most likely nervous to meet you as well. That's true. She's coming in. We got a nice little group here. So I hope she feels comfortable with all of us. We have 5 minutes, so I'm going to go over my questions real quick, just so we're kind of ready to go. So you guys will be here too. You can make some comments and things during the interview. I don't know if she'll be open to questions during the interview because we had to get some pre-established questions approved. But if you have any questions that are kind of relating to what we're talking about, you can put them in. And especially if you have any reactions to what we're talking about, even if you say like, that's so awesome, or that's very interesting, I could bring them up and be like, oh, Eleanor thinks that's really cool. And then we can kind of like move on to the other stuff. Tyler, good luck in your test. Piano, I want... Blue Origin has specifically requested that we do not ask about Squishmallows after the Patrick interview, unfortunately. I'm bummed that when we were talking with Nada, we didn't ask Nada about Squishmallows. But Squishmallows will be our go-to question for other guests. You can be certain about that. So we have some viewers submitted questions that they approved from Annalise and Jennifer and Braylon and a couple from Nada. Oscar, we have one from you. So the questions are kind of like, what are they planning on sending to space? What are some upcoming projects that they're very excited about? Have they ever launched animals into space? Have they ever sent food into space? Different things like that. I'm organizing my notes. And the ones that I like are like, what's the most challenging thing that astronauts do in space? Or what's the biggest challenge that she's kind of trying to overcome as part of her job? And then we have some questions about astronauts in space, like how do they eat and different things like that. So 5 minutes to the interview. Good luck on their test. Anyone got any big projects or tests coming up in school? My favorite part about school was the projects. The tests were kind of fun too. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed tests a little bit. I was one of those strange kids that really liked school. School really worked for my brain. My brain really fit into the mold of school. I know that doesn't apply for everybody. Annalise, it's not it's not a sweeping ban. It's not a sweeping ban about Squishmallows, but they did say they needed to, they denied the Squishmallow question for Patrick, and they said they needed to approve questions, and they weren't interested in doing the Squishmallow question for Erika. I think that's just because they don't really know what it is, and they're very careful about how they're kind of coming off and like portraying the company, I think. So that's understandable. I think it's fine. They did approve a question about what's her favorite Halloween costume that she's ever dressed in. So that would be kind of cool. Blue Origin Band Squish. Wait, I wish we had more projects to do. I love projects, Nada. They were my favorite part about school, hands down. So I'm kind of nervous. Can you start a meeting before? Like, can you start a meeting? End meeting for all. Let me see this later. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. This worked. All right, great. Okay. Okay, this always happens when I start a meeting. All right, everybody. We're getting this ready. Wish me luck. Done. That always happens. All right, we got our thing to squish. We're all good to go. Camera. My mind, I need to calm my mind. My mind is jittering all over the place. It's bouncing around. I need to go to the Zoom thing. That looks pretty good. Cool. May the odds be ever in your favor. Thank you, Nada. Cool. Interview is going to be 30 minutes long. So we're going to wrap up the interview at 11:30, and then we're probably going to just chat for a little bit after, maybe like 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to wrap up. And then we're going to get ready for game nights tomorrow, 6 to 8. So game night tomorrow, 6 to 8, if you guys are interested. Kahoots and maybe some other games. If you have any suggestions for Kahoots, I think we're going to take those at the end of the stream today. PM? Yeah, 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Participants? All right, we're waiting for Erika to join. I'm going to check my email just to make sure everything's good. Yep. Charlie, you won't be there? Ah, rats. Sorry, Charlie. That's right. We do them every week, and they're a pretty fun time. But I can promise you this. Over this weekend, World by Charlie Gaming is going to be up. I'm going to have some news on that. And also, if you guys support me at Patreon, we're going to do some Patreon exclusive streams that are through Discord. So we're going to be able to kind of chat with each other on that. That's Patreon exclusive. Gotta eat dinner. Are we going to be on Zoom? Yes, we're going to Zoom with Dr. Erika Wagner. I think it's going to be a fun time. We're just waiting on them now. We're going to see if they end up joining. Me here's the Discord. Discord! I've never done Discord before. Hopefully it's pretty fun. Yeah. I think that'll either be this weekend or early next week when we do the Patreon exclusive Discord stream. But I'm really looking forward to that. Where is Erika? ¿A dónde va? ¿A dónde va, Erika? ¿A dónde? What games do you play on Roblox? So I play with my friend on the weekends Roblox usually, and we play this game called Super Strikers. Have you ever played Super Strikers? It's kind of like a new soccer game, and it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was really good at it, so my friend played throughout the week and got really good, and then we started matching up with people who were like vastly better than us, and then it was just like out the window. I just realized that I wasn't really good at all. Oh my gosh, Annalise, I didn't notice that. I think I do have some default Spanish phrases that I go to when I'm nervous. Like, ¿qué está haciendo? Or ¿a dónde va? I think I just start muttering things in Spanish when I'm like super anxious for some reason. Some si se puedes or things like that. Or ¿qué? ¿Qué? Which means what? Do you play Fortnite? I've never played Fortnite before. Ready for me to pep talk myself? Ready? You got this, Charlie. You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You got this. Erika's here! Erika's here, everybody! Let's go! Erika, if you're watching this stream, 1 second, I'm gonna turn off this music and then we're gonna get you rolling. Ha 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 ha. I'm very excited. We're admitting Erika right now. Let's see if it works. Erika appears to be joining. Hello, Erika. 1 sec. Hello, Erika. Can you hear us? Oh, I think this is my fault. I have to mess with the audio here. 1 second. Sorry, Erika. So sorry. Testing the speaker right now.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go without the headset, see how that feeds on you. If we need the headset, I'll wear it.
Okay, sure. I can hear you great now. Hello? Ooh, I cannot hear you. Oh, hello, Erika?
Hey, how's it going now?
Oh, I think I can hear you. It's a little glitchy and it's a little delayed, but I think we're going to work with it.
Test.
Sorry, one more time.
Test.
All right,
Mary
thank you.
had a little lamb. It went to the moon.
Absolutely terrific. First off, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited about this. Sorry that we're having a little bit trouble getting rolling here. I'm just going to
no worries.
Change your orientation really quick so you look really perfectly shaped on the stream. Hey, everybody in the chat, can you hear Erika very well? Check. I think they should. How are we doing? Yes. All right. Lucy says yes. Okay. We got it. Yes, Erika. Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry, I will call you Dr. Wagner because.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yes, Dr. Wagner. Everybody, hello. This is Erika. Sorry, this is Dr. Wagner from Blue Origin, Payload Sales Director. We have been getting so excited for the last hour and a half, or hour pretty much, getting ready to talk to you. How's your day going so far?
It's going great.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us. I think we have 30 minutes to answer some questions and just talk about space and everything like that. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds terrific. I love talking about space.
All right, awesome. Where are you based right now? Are you up in Seattle?
Yep, I'm up in the Seattle area, hanging out in the western corner of the United States.
How are things up there? Is the weather going well? Are you enjoying it at this time of year?
We're turning to fall, so that's definitely the rain's coming back in, but we're still getting lovely weather here.
Terrific. It's just turning into fall. The leaves are changing here. I'm based in Chicago, and this is my favorite time of year, so I'm very excited about it.
Pumpkin spice everything.
Oh, yeah. You know it. Starbucks got a new coffee that's coming out that I'm excited to try, but we got more important things to talk about. So let's get focused. All right. Dr. Wagner, your job at Blue Origin is the Payload Sales Director. I have two questions first off. What do you do as part of your job? And to help us kind of contextualize it, can you help explain to us what a payload is?
Yeah, absolutely. So I joke that I'm a used rocket saleswoman.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But really, payloads are anything that's flying on a spacecraft. So on a rocket, on a spaceship. They are the things that are doing the work of space. And that can be instruments that are studying space, or it could be ways of doing experiments to learn new things about the way that gravity intersects with the world, or it can be things that students built that they wanted to send up to space to learn more about engineering and science and art and all sorts of stuff.
I would imagine it's a very important job because rocket launches aren't something that's happening every day. You have a very limited amount of space. Not yet. So you have to be very strategic and specific about what you kind of accept to launch on these rockets. Is that right?
Well, it's interesting because it used to be that access to space was really gated, right? You had to convince usually the government that you were the best possible thing to fly in space.
Yeah.
And there's still some of that. But increasingly, space is becoming just like any other mode of transportation, where you can say, I have something I believe in, and I think that it should go to space. So, let me buy a ticket and I'm going to send my thing. So we are doing less gatekeeping and more door opening these days.
You mentioned that in another interview that I read, and it made a very strong impression to me when you said the doors have opened to space, because often when you hear people say something like that, there's a thought that, oh, anybody can go up there, and it really isn't put into practice, and it's more an ideology than anything. What I get so excited about when looking at the stuff you're doing and the stuff that Blue Origin is doing is that it seems very true, because there are some elementary school classes that are creating some ideas for experiments that are actively being launched into space right now, which is kind of extraordinary. And the doors opening to space, it feels more real than ever,
Right. And it's interesting. If you look at sort of space on the big historical scale, that's been happening bit by bit.
Yeah.
Right. We used to have 2 countries that could go to space. Now we have 41 that have been. Right. We used to have only the military were astronauts, and then we added scientists and engineers, and soon we'll be able to add teachers and families and chefs and all these other things that make us human are going to open up those doors to space. So I think what's really exciting is we move from this era of space as for the few to space for all the rest of us, is it really does open those doors so much wider.
It really does feel in a way that we are kind of at an important crossroads of space exploration. That's very exciting for that very reason. It's becoming more accessible to everybody. And these ideas that were previously kind of just science fiction or something like that are becoming much more, well, there's a potential that they could become a reality. I mean, we were talking to Patrick Zaytouni a couple of weeks ago about colonies and living in space. And now you're talking about everybody having the ability to go up into space or launch things into space. It seems like a terribly exciting time. How do you feel about where space exploration and space research is right now in the course of its history?
Yeah, so it's interesting because we are, as we open the doors to space to new users, we're also opening it to new uses. So in the early days, space was really seen in these very narrow lenses. And we're still doing a lot of that. So we're still doing a lot of technology development, a lot of testing new ways of building things and trying things. We're flying a lot of payloads that are looking at how you move fluid around when you're in microgravity. So it turns out that normally when we pour a glass of water, right, the water goes to the bottom and the air goes to the top. But when you do that in space, that's not what happens, right? There's no buoyancy. There's no separation by density because gravity is not acting on those fluids in the same way. So when we start to think about how do you deal with getting bubbles out of a system, that ends up being relevant when you're trying to, say, refuel your spaceship, or when you're trying to fix your toilet on the space station, or when you're trying to use a radiator that's full of fluids and bubbles. You need to understand where is the air going to go and where is the liquid going to go. Mm-hmm. And there's been some a lot of really neat stuff that we've been able to fly on our New Shepard suborbital rocket to start to really tease out that science. And then a lot of those things are then sort of graduating up to, say, space station or other platforms that are going to more distant locations.
Yeah, but I recently listened to an interview where you were talking about why you initially got into science. And it seems like this has a lot to do with it, the problem solving portion of it, like finding those little solutions to problem that have much larger applications to kind of improve things for people, or in your example, space exploration or something like that. And it kind of makes me think of your job too. I loved how you described your job as almost like a translator between the scientists and the business side of things, because you have this incredible scientific background where you went to graduate school for bioastronautics. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes. And looking at how we keep humans healthy in space.
Exactly. But you also have this like business background or your business job where you're able to kind of take all the science stuff, but make it a reality and kind of apply it to the real world. And it reminded me, sorry, real quick tangent, of this video game that I was playing where it had different levels of difficulty, and it was all about space launches. And the first level of difficulty was just based off the science, where you can kind of just apply the science and learn some things to get better launches. And then the hardest level of difficulty was the science and the financial part, where it has like real life applications where you got to buy some stuff and you can manage your finances. And they were like, this is a much more realistic application of what space travel is like in the real world. And then I saw your interview and I was like, oh, this is what Dr. Wagner's doing right here. She's playing on hard mode right here, but she's making it work. She's making it all a reality.
But it's true. It takes all of us, right? So when we have teams that are at a middle school or a high school and they're building their payload to come fly with Blue Origin, they're not just thinking about how do I 3D print my structure and how do I program my Arduino or my Raspberry Pi. They're also thinking about how do I get this group of people to work together more effectively, and how do I get the money from my community or my PTA to come pay for this space on a spacecraft, and how do I tell the story to the media, or how do I get my friends excited? Who's going to draw the patch, and who's going to design the mission patch for all? Like, it really does take all of this stuff to make a space mission happen, and it really stands on equal footing. When you look at Blue Origin, we hire a lot of engineers, but we also hire a lot of manufacturers, folks that are really hands-on building things. We hire lawyers and businessmen and women and designers. So it really is a full spectrum of jobs that make space stuff happen.
And because your job is working with a lot of different people over there and kind of connecting them all, what is your favorite part about your job?
Oh gosh. So I love working with people. I love understanding what problem someone's having and helping them to come up with a solution that is going to solve those problems. So we spend a lot of time sort of living at those intersections between the science and the technology and the regulatory and the legal and the business and all the other things that make those things possible.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so we have some viewer submitted questions. I asked a couple days ago. I asked our viewers if they had any questions for you. They were very excited for you to show up. So one of the questions that Annalise brought up, which I thought was really interesting, was, what is the weirdest thing that you have observed as a result of launching something into space? So some sort of experiment, some sort of a project or something like that had a result that you kind of weren't expecting.
It's interesting. A lot, when we talk about the things we're launching, they are generally designed to answer a very, very specific question. Right? So they have a hypothesis already developed, and they're looking for evidence that supports or refutes that. So we don't tend to see a whole lot of really out there results. These are pretty constrained experiments. But I think one of the most interesting ones we flew was actually for a group of second graders.
Yeah.
These were 8-year-olds in Indiana that were studying fireflies, lightning bugs, and they were curious about whether or not it was possible for fireflies to light up in space. And they asked their teacher this question, and she didn't know the answer. So she called a friend who was a faculty member over at Purdue University down the street. And he told her, well, I could give you the answer, or the students could figure this one out for themselves and do the experiment. So the second graders actually worked with college students to design this experiment that showed the way that basically the chemicals mixed in the butts of the lightning bug, and they were able to show that indeed you could have communication between fireflies even in microgravity. And then they went and they did this thing that we were talking about the connections. They took that result down to the state house in Indiana, and they convinced their state legislature that the Say's firefly should be the state insect of Indiana.
Did it work?
They really yeah, absolutely.
That's so outrageous. Oh my gosh.
And they did this all when they were 8 years old, right? So the power of using these opportunities to connect all these dots, you don't have to be late in your career. You can be a student and really make things happen.
Yeah, second grade class does an experiment, or formulates an experiment that is launched into space on a Blue Origin rocket, and then successfully changes their state insect to a firefly. That's so incredible.
Who knew? So that's an unexpected result.
Oh man. Annalisa and Piano Eagle, a couple people in the chat are very excited. They're also from Indiana, so they're excited about that Indiana shout out. What other questions do we have here? We have another question. What upcoming Blue Origin project are you most excited about?
Yeah, so we've got a payload coming up on our next launch that is called the Tipping Point Sensors payload.
Uh-huh.
And it's a funded collaboration between NASA and Blue Origin. And it's doing a couple of really interesting things. So one, the science behind it, they're putting LiDAR and cameras and other sensors on our rocket.
Uh-huh.
And so New Shepard flies up to the edge of space, the Kármán line, at 100 kilometers, and then it comes back down.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that altitude is about the same as coming down from low lunar orbit to the lunar surface. So these are sensors that are designed for a lunar lander to watch the ground on the surface of the moon as it's coming down, and to help a lander more precisely land in a given spot on the moon. So it uses what's called terrain relative navigation, which means basically I look for those boulders and those craters that we know are there, and I use that to guide me into where I want to land.
Ah.
So we're going to use the New Shepard rocket as a substitute for a lunar lander. We're going to use that to test these technologies and to test the algorithms, the software, and to test the computers that are going to allow us in a few years to take these same things, put them on a lunar lander, and have more precise lunar landings. But we're going to do it on this suborbital rocket in the desert of Texas. So we're using New Shepard as a substitute for a lunar lander. We're maturing these technologies for the Artemis program at NASA, the Blue Moon program at Blue Origin. And we're doing it all in this way that's opening so many more doors for people to be engaged in space.
So when is that next rocket taking off?
It's coming up soon.
Soon?
Yeah. So people should keep an eye on the Blue Origin Twitter and Instagram feeds. So we'll be having more details.
We talking weeks? We talking months? We talking years?
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Oh no!
Sorry, man.
Okay, it's gonna happen soon. That's all we can talk about. All right. What is the biggest challenge about your job that you are trying to overcome currently?
Well, I think practically right now, I spend a lot of my time, trying to work with people and to understand what they need. Those conversations are so much easier when it's face to face.
Yeah.
And now we're in these remote situations. How do we reach out and talk to our customers, talk to the people who need us, and really understand what they need when we can't have those face to face comments. And so I think that's a problem that a lot of people are going through, whether it's virtual school or virtual work. At the sort of bigger scale, one of the challenges that we're looking at is how do you make space sustainable? Mm-hmm. And when I say sustainable, I mean that we're going to be able to keep doing it for a long time. So if we look at Apollo, we put boots on the moon, we put flags on the moon, and a few years later it was done.
Yeah.
And we walked away, and we haven't been back in it's about 50 years now. Uh-huh. And so I'm interested in how do we make these next steps into space ones that are going to stay. We talk about going back to the moon or sometimes forward to the moon, but this time to stay. And that means that we have to find business cases that are going to pay for the exploration and these settlements that we want to make. It means that we have to have collaborations between countries and companies and different players that are going to come together and make this happen and make it stick. And it means that we have to have a good reason to be there, whether that's science or exploration or commercial or a combination of all three.
How do you ever get working on that? That seems like such a grand, difficult thing. That's why I love talking to you guys at Blue Origin. It's like you're wrestling with these absolutely enormous problems or these absolutely enormous puzzles that seem impossible, but you are diving in with like an excitement and an enthusiasm, which makes you feel that it can actually happen and exist, which is outstanding. Do you ever feel dejected by it? Are you more often dejected? Are you more often inspired by it? How do you feel about tackling such a grand problem like that?
No, I'm stoked.
Stoked.
We say,
Dr. Wagner is stoked, everybody.
Dr. Wagner's stoked. No, we say you don't choose your passions choose you.
Yeah.
And I've been excited about space since I was, a really little kid. I went to space camp in 4th grade and 5th grade and 8th grade. And it was just this, to see that there were other people that were excited about the same things that I was really inspiring to me. And so space is the challenge that calls to me to solve. And when we talk about it at Blue, you're right. They are these big, long-term challenges. But we talk about our motto is Predatum Ferociter, and it's two Latin words that mean step by step ferociously.
Ooh.
I think it's a good reminder that we are doing these big things one step at a time. Right? We're not going to solve all of the challenges of space in one day, but we are going to keep making progress, and we have to be a bit ferocious about it. We have to keep going after those challenging problems.
Yeah, approach it with some like tenacity and excitement and just a willingness to dive in carefully. Yeah, it seems like
carefully, but ferociously.
Ferociously.
I think that we they say when failure is not an option, success is really expensive. So you've got to be able to take risks, not with people's lives, but with your technology, with your ideas, with your innovation. Keep leaning forward.
Yeah, definitely. That seems like a good ideology to innovate by, specifically. We have a couple questions about the types of things that you are launching into space. Yeah. Nada is wondering if you've ever launched any sort of animals into space. Jennifer is wondering if you've launched trash into space. And Braylon is wondering if you've ever sent food into space on your rocket. So we have animals, trash, and food.
Okay, yes. So on the animals front, we've launched water fleas.
Water fleas?
Water fleas.
Excellent.
They are a common organism for studying sort of integrated ecosystems for future life support systems. We've sent up zebrafish for folks that were studying genetics.
Epic.
We sent up baby jellyfish. They called them jelly knots for an elementary school in Ohio. So all sorts of small animals. And of course, getting ready to send our first humans, which will be super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
On the food side, oh gosh. So we used to have a program where employees could launch things. You send up a personal item, their wedding ring or their a lucky dollar bill or whatever for on flights. And we had one employee who insisted on sending up a granola bar so that they could eat space food when they came back down. A number of folks that sent up seeds for their gardens so that they could have a
that's such a great idea.
Some tea that got sent up for so that you could have a glass of space tea at the end of the day. So yeah, we definitely have done some food there that's been fun.
Nice.
Not trash to send trash to space, but we actually did a really interesting experiment with NASA's Kennedy Space Center.
Yes.
The experiment was called Oscar, and just like Oscar the Grouch in his trash can, because Oscar was trying to understand how you could take space trash, the waste streams on the International Space Station, for instance, and turn it into fuel for future space missions. They were studying combustion and gasification, turning the space trash into fuel for other experiments and propulsion.
That's so wild. So it's almost the opposite of that. It's not you're launching trash into space. You're trying to figure out how to make space trash into something that you can use.
Exactly.
One fun question as we're near the last 5 minutes. Halloween's coming up. What is your favorite Halloween costume that you have ever worn?
Ooh, back in 2004 or 5, right after the initial and Sorry X Prize, my husband and I dressed up as Spaceship One and Burt Rutan.
Nice.
So that was pretty fun. So this is the first commercial vehicle ever to take someone up to the Kármán line, up to space, and its chief designer, the engineer Burt Rutan. So we had a fun joint costume there.
Oh my gosh, that's so epic. Do you have any plans for a Halloween costume this year?
No, though we are trying to figure out how to do socially distanced candy distribution at our house.
We've talked about solution.
We talked about candy chutes and candy zip lines, candy catapults.
I can only imagine how you are going to solve this problem. It's probably going to be the most epic, extraordinary solution. This is like a solution to better humanity. And in this instance, it's not launching things to space. It's getting people candy on Halloween.
Launching candy to Halloween baskets. There we go.
That's so funny. So we have 5 minutes. Is there anything that you specifically want to talk about? I mean, we have a nice kind of group of people here who are kind of interested in space, interested in what you do. Is there anything that you're passionate that you want to discuss or you want to communicate to everybody?
Yeah. So I think it's really interesting that one of the things that we see as we think about opening the doors to space is actually a sort of around diversity and inclusion, right? That the first people who went to space were all white male military test pilots.
Yeah.
Right. And then as we've gone into space, we've been able to open that wider. And it means that we've had, we've started to get women into the astronaut corps. We've started to get more ethnic diversity into the astronaut corps. We've started to think more differently and get people who value different things in their lives. And so one of the things we've been thinking a lot about is how do you make a future of space that looks more like, say, Star Trek, right? Where everyone is sort of who they are and bringing that to the table, and less monolithic. So I think one of the cool things that we love talking with students in particular about is, how do we make sure that these doors are open to everybody? And some of that is just the way that we focus on access. Some of it is programs like the Brooke Owens Fellowship and the Patty Grace Smith Scholarship, which are set up to open doors to more women and Black students to come into the aerospace industry. So for folks that are at the end of their high school journey and looking into college, check those out. Really, really awesome programs opening doors to more people. But it's also the language we use. So I give Patrick a hard time for talking about space colonies.
Oh, yeah?
Colonies are sort of loaded with this language of colonization.
Oh, you're right. There's some negative connotations there.
Yeah, lots of historic baggage there. So we talk about space habitats, space communities, space settlements, as ways not just of using different language, but actually of giving us a different mindset. Right? How do we think about going into space and building something that is intentionally inclusive?
I will admit, you guys do an absolutely terrific job of communicating about all of the super complicated things you do. Patrick, and you especially, I mean, you're on a level that is so clearly astronomically higher than I am or the people you were talking to. And so you're able to conceptualize it in a way that gets us all very excited about the potential for it. And rather than rather than being daunted about how complex it may seem, it really gets me, and I'm sure a lot of other people in the chat, very excited about the potential of what is going to happen seemingly in our lifetime, it seems, about the access. So I appreciate the way you talk about it too. And I mean, if anybody is interested in hearing more conversations with Dr. Wagner, look him up and you're going to be so hyped up about potentially participating in space research yourself. I think that's my favorite part about you as a scientific communicator specifically.
Thanks. And then I encourage folks to reach out. Come to our website, send me an email. It's payloads@blueorigin.com. And these are opening up the doors, and we love talking to classrooms and families and individuals who just want to think about how their world and their lives intersect with space, because pretty soon we are all going to be spacefarers. And how does that intersect with our lives today? How do we start that journey?
Precisely. We have send you an email. We also have the Club to the Future. We were talking about that earlier, how you could send a letter to space. Any other interesting ways that people can kind of participate?
I mean, it's in some ways it's as easy as open your back door and look up, right? Yeah. It is start to observe the moon and see the moon as a place and not just a thing. Like imagine yourself on the moon and what that map would look like when you're going from one place to another, mountain biking on the moon. Ooh. Right? Start to think about what your life looks like when space is part of it.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think is super fun, because it's what I do every day, is to think about what happens when you take gravity and drive it down to zero. So if you had a gravity switch in your office and you turned it off, yes, you would float, but what else would change? What would change about the way your body reacts, about the way your fish tank reacts, about the way that your cooking changes?
Ooh. Have you ever experienced zero gravity yourself?
I had a chance to go on one of the zero-G flights and dance on the ceiling, and it was amazing.
Okay, one question about that. I know we're running out of time real quick, but I have always assumed that in zero gravity, I would immediately get extraordinarily nauseous because I feel like just the gastric juices are just jumping around all over your stomach. Is it immediately nausea-inducing, or how did you feel the moment that you experienced zero Gs?
Yeah, definitely not immediately. I do tend to get motion sick, so that happened for me later in the flight. But the immediate thing was really interesting because I expected it to feel like falling, because that's what you're doing. You're falling in the same speed as the airplane or the spaceship, and that's why you feel like you're floating. But for me, it was much more like I had suddenly, inhaled a bunch of helium. I just got really light, and I floated up off the floor of the airplane. and had to sort of orient myself and figure out which way was up and which way was down. But it wasn't a sense of falling at all. It was a sense of floating, which I thought was really cool.
Interesting. That sounds so wild. Unfortunately, we are out of time just as we got in the crux of a hyper interesting topic, but we have to wrap up just for a sense of time. But Dr. Wagner, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time. I know you have some incredibly important things that you have to be working on. So thanks for taking the time to talk to us today about everything you're doing. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Charlie. Really enjoyed it.
All right. See you later. Thanks so much. Bye. Hello. What up, friends? What up, friends? I've got to make sure I'm off the call. Yeah! After this, I just want to scream. I'm so hyped up on energy, man. Woo! What up? Yeah. Charlie's got it. Anybody who's here still, throw a couple dubs in the chat. What's up? Ooh, piano. Piano, Malik, Charlie, how'd I do? How was that? Was that all right? Notice here. How was that? We can breathe. Gosh, these people are so sick. These people are so cool that we get to talk to. They're so smart. Okay. That was pretty epic, though. Oh my gosh, let's just digest. I can't believe they're launching animals into space. One, that was so cool, including baby jellyfish into space. We didn't really get a lot of time to talk about that. Baby jellyfish. Also, like a bunch of classes had sent things into space, which is so cool. So maybe long term, if we keep doing this long term, we should probably ourselves come up with some sort of experiment that we can figure out how to launch into space ourselves. Intense inhales. You're right. Annalise, I'm right on board. It's wild how kind and approachable these people are. Because like I was saying, these people are on an intelligence level that's so astronomically higher than I will ever be in my life. But they're so open and kind and considerate, and they can contextualize everything very well. So it's very cool. Patricia, what's up, Patricia? Elsie and Olivia are here. Nice. Lucy, what's up? Oh, that's all right. Glad you could join us. But yeah, that was epic, dude. I really hope we get to do another one of those. It's so interesting talking to him about it. Launching fireflies into space, zebrafish, baby jellyfish into space too. Working on how to do better lunar landings. That was very interesting too. Man, that's super sick. Water fleas? Yes, that was another one, which I don't even know what they are. Calvin, are you in the chat? Do you know what water fleas are? Calvin, our animal expert. Water fleas. Interesting. All right, this is what a water flea is. Zebrafish is one too. Zebrafish. They launched these into space. Man, that's so epic. Oh my gosh. Ooh, man. That was fun. Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. That was so awesome. Those are my favorite parts of these live, I think, talking to those people. But yeah, I mean, if you're really interested in checking out some more of their stuff, look up more of Dr. Wagner's things. Okay, let's talk about how I screwed up this interview first off. Definitely should have started off with Dr. Wagner. I was a little nervous. I made a slip up on her name. I called her Erika a few times. Got to get better at that. And we got to set up the Zoom call a little bit better formatting wise. But all in all, I think it was a little bit calm. I think it was okay. Calvin says, I heard they're also called cyclops since water fleas have one eye. Is that true? Water fleas. I'm looking it up. It does appear as though they have one eye. Man, that's so sick. Calvin, coming in with the animal knowledge. Water fleas have one eye. That's terrific. Annalise, thanks for the support. Appreciate it. All right, guys. We're pretty hyped up. But I think we're gonna probably wrap it up pretty soon. Do we stream on Twitch? Nope. I'm exclusively on YouTube right now, Charlie. And Lucy, I haven't looked up Lunamoss, but we can get on that next stream, I think. Too bad we didn't have more time because it was getting interesting. We had 1 minute left, and then she dropped the fact that she has experienced 0G, and we had to go. It's like, no! Oh, I wanted to ask so many more things about that. These interviews with these people always go so fast. That one was 10 minutes longer than the Patrick interview, and it still went by in a snap. Ooh, Brandon, you were getting nervous too? I'm glad we figured it out. I was shaking. It was all good. It was all good. I kept looking over the chat, seeing that you were there. Nada, thanks for moderating the chat while I was in the middle of that. That was extraordinarily helpful. Thank you. When was the Patrick interview? The Patrick interview was a couple weeks ago. I think you need to interview Emily Calandrelli next. Oh, dude, I've met Emily. Kevin, you know Emily? I've met her a few times. Our shows are produced by the same production company. So we'll see how that... Yeah, I could probably get her on. That'd be a fun interview for sure. She's always interesting. All right, guys, I know the camera bounced. I know the camera cut, but, uh-oh. I do not... One sec. Camera's up. I'll be right back. Get in the camera. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, that should work. All right, everybody, we are wrapping it up for the day. Have you met Steve Spangler? I have not met Steve Spangler. I've emailed him before, though, so I kind of know him peripherally. I've done a lot of his experiments. Have you, Piano? He's kind of a legend in that field. Ooh, hyper close up. How do we get out of this? All right, everybody. Yes, we're wrapping up today. Game night is tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on this YouTube channel, World by Charlie. Next week, we have 2 streams. We have a stream on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday stream at the regular times. Piano Annalise Opals, we're going to work on a Patreon stream. Anybody here who supports me on Patreon, we're going to do a Patreon exclusive stream with Discord, maybe over this weekend, maybe early next week. If you guys want to check out Patreon, there's a link in the description, so you can join that. Thank you guys so much for joining. I think we're going to wrap up. I'm going to eat some more cake. But thank you guys so much for being here. I think that was wildly successful. I'm really pumped about it. Marley Bird, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks, Malik. Thanks, Lucy. Thanks, Charlie. Thanks, Piano. Thanks, Annalise. Oh, and Olivia and Elise, I think you're your friends. I'm sorry if I... Elsie and Olivia, thanks so much for joining us today. Elsie and Olivia. Patricia, Mama Opal, thanks for being here. Guys, if you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get those subs up and let's get the likes on this video. But more importantly, I want to thank you guys for being here. Kev, see you tomorrow, Kev. See you tomorrow, Malik. I think Brandon's in the chat. See you later, Brandon. See you, Calvin. Thanks so much for stopping by. We're gonna move to our ta-ta music. Hey guys, I always say it and I'll say it again. I really appreciate you joining us. These are my favorite part of the week. Hands down. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's nice to know I have some internet friends that I could chat with a couple times a week. I really like learning stuff with you guys. You make me excited to investigate and research new things. So thank you so much for being here. I know times are weird right now, but I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're doing well. And I really appreciate the positive vibes that we keep on this stream. Because in a time where things are super, super, super nutty, it's nice to be in a world where things are being a little group where things are a little bit more positive and fun. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. But thanks so much for being here, guys. We're going to wrap up 6 to 8 tomorrow. You're the best. Have a great day and a great weekend. All right, see you, Charlie. All right, catch you later, guys. Ta-ta. I'm going to switch screens and I'll be here saying goodbye. But have a great day. Hope your Thursday is great, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys. All right, see you later, Brandon. See you tomorrow. See you, Annalise and friends. See you, Malik. See you, Piano. See you, Eleanor and Marley Bird. See you, Jonathan. Oh, sorry, Jonathan. We're wrapping up. I'll see you next time, Jonathan. See you, Nada. Hope you're feeling better. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap up. We'll catch you guys next time. Ta-ta.